He's the next big thing.
He's been a dominant force around the world.
He's a future world champion.
He's can't miss.
He's the main event.
He's a lock.
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 I am the lock.
I am so close to having this title renamed in my honor. Can you imagine? The Sammy Continental Championship has a nice ring to it, if you ask me. All I have to do is defend it tonight, and WWE will have no choice but to give in to popular demand and make the change. I have no idea who I'm facing, but it doesn't matter. I am going to beat whoever it is, and you will never, ever see the Intercontinental Championship again.
Wait a second. Is this finally happening? We've been seeing and hearing about this person for weeks. Could this be the long-awaited debut of the Lock? I'm not sure what or who else it could be.
The Lock has arrived on Raw!
And apparently the Lock is Sammy's mystery challenger. Well, Sammy's big ideas about rechristening his titles the Sammy Continental Championship could be changing quickly.
We've heard the Lock is a future champion, and we might not have to wait long for that to come true.
This superstar has made a name for himself all around the world, and if you ask me, he looks like he fits right in here in WWE. I agree. He's got the flashy debut, the pyro and all, but now it's time to see if he can deliver in the ring against a veteran competitor in Sami Zayn.
Sammy might have the experience edge, but he was caught off guard here tonight. So I'd actually give the advantage to the Lock.
You might have a point, Saxton. Sami Zayn looks like he's hesitant to even go through with this match. He's shook.
I don't blame him.
Can the Lock live up to all the hype? We're about to find out. He's indeed lived up to the hype by winning the Intercontinental Championship in his WWE debut.
What an unbelievable night here on Raw. Not many superstars can say they captured championship gold their first night on the job.
We heard so much about this superstar, how he was the next big thing, a future world champion, and so far I have every reason to believe those are true statements.
I'm just glad we won't have to see the Sammy Continental Championship.
Me too, Byron. I think we all owe the Lock a thank you for that. Hold up, Sami Zayn from behind.
Well, apparently this isn't over.
The Lock ducks and he nails him. Sami goes head first into the side of the safe. Wait, what's he doing? I think the Lock's going to lock up Sami.
Yes, do it.
Into the safe. We might never have to see Sami again.
Thank you.
Now what?
He's going to send Sammy for a ride.
Stop, that's enough.
And the safe goes crashing down with Sami inside. This night just keeps getting better.
Once again, your new Intercontinental Champion, The Lock.
What a debut.
There he is. Ready for your big Raw debut tonight?
Yeah, can't wait to get out there.
Good. We can't wait either. This has been a long time coming, and you've earned it.
Thanks. Hey, what's up with the camera? She's been following me around since I got here.
Oh, talent relations didn't tell you? It's for this documentary thing they're shooting on you. Sorry, I'm terrible with names. It's Kat, right?
Yep, Cat with a K, K-A-T. Sorry I didn't introduce myself earlier, but when I'm shooting these, I gotta be a fly on the wall.
You're going to be seeing a lot of Kat over the next year. Gotta document the rise of the next big thing. The future world champion. The Lock.
Woot woot! Sorry, fly on a wall.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that whole The Lock thing, by the way. Can I just use the name I've used my entire career? I mean, that's how the rest of the world knows me.
Yeah, but that's not how the WWE Universe knows you. We can't assume they've seen any of your matches before this.
I think a lot of people have. Isn't that how WWE found me?
Look, this is typical for superstars who come up outside the system. WWE likes to put their spin on things, and 99% of the time, it's a huge improvement.
Okay, but doesn't the name sound too much like The Rock?
It sort of does.
Do you mind? Think of this as a new and improved version of yourself. We have a proven track record with this sort of thing. You just need to trust the process.
Is that what you're required to say now that you're office?
No. Corporate requires me to say and do a lot of things, but that's not one of them.
I don't know. It feels restrictive. I just want to be myself.
I hear you, but it's not just a nickname. The entire WWE machine is behind this. We have a huge entrance planned with pyro, a championship opportunity, new gear. They're shooting this whole documentary about you. And we got this for you too. Get it? A lock?
Is that left over from John Cena's chain gang days?
Maybe. But things worked out okay for him, didn't they?
Guess so.
I gotta run. But I promise, this is gonna be fine. Just trust the process, and it'll all work out. Because remember, you're the lock.
We good here, or...?
Yep, got what I needed. That's a cut.
Week 2 on Raw. Let's see what they have in store for me. Can't be any crazier than last week, right?
Hey! Didn't get the chance to say hi last week. That was a hell of a debut.
Thanks, Gabriel.
Call me Gabe.
Excuse me, Gabe, can you turn to camera and introduce yourself?
Seriously? I've been in WWE for 10 years. I think whoever's watching will know who I am.
We probably won't use this, but just in case.
Fine. I'm Gabriel Slade. 3-time US champion, 2-time Intercontinental champ, multi-time tag champion, and all-around good guy. Does that work?
Thanks.
Anyway, just wanted to welcome you to WWE. I know it can be hard sometimes for people to get acclimated here.
It's going okay so far, but yeah, it's a bit of an adjustment since I didn't come up through the Performance Center, or even work the US scene much before this.
Okay. Well, let me give you some quick tips to fit in. Make sure you fist bump and/or shake everyone's hand every time you see them. Be willing to give up your first-class seat if there are veterans and coach. And never sneeze around the big boss. Never. Well, I don't want to overwhelm you, but if you ever need any help or advice, I got your back.
I think I'm good, but thanks.
All right. Later, Luck.
Call me Champ.
Okay, champ.
That was a good dry run. Now, let's do another take without the interruption from the Raw welcoming committee. Jeez, no wonder that guy has never really made it. Too friendly.
I think we got it. I need to go get changed.
Wow, look who it is.
Sammy, what happened to your neck?
Don't get cute with me. You know exactly what happened. I had no idea who I was facing, and as a result, I lost, suffering emotional and physical damages after you assaulted me with that safe. I am going to sue you for everything you're worth.
I'd rather take you on in the ring than in the courtroom, but it doesn't look like you're in any condition to do that.
No, I'm not, thanks to you and your shenanigans. But maybe we can work something out. I won't sue under the following conditions. First, when I'm ready, I get a rematch for my title. And second, you no longer use the safe as part of your entrance, as it will cause further emotional distress, putting me at an unfair disadvantage.
I actually already told management I was done with the safe. Anyway, just let me know when you're ready to lose to me again.
I will, but it won't be a loss for me. And in the meantime, I have one other condition to prevent legal action. First, you must face my hand-picked opponent so I can rest up and do some extra scouting.
Sure. Who do you want me to go up against?
Oh, you'll find out in the ring. Not a great feeling when you don't know who you're facing, is it? Good luck.
Going for the pin.
Sami Zayn just blindsided the Lock with his chain.
This was all a setup to weaken the Intercontinental Champion before he faces Sami Zayn.
Did Sami say something about the safe?
Could be some kind of revenge for what happened when the Lock debuted.
With the deranged Sami Zayn calling the shots, nothing is off limits.
Well, whatever the plan is, Sami looks to be maneuvering the Lock toward the stage.
And the Lock's helpless after taking that blow from his own chain.
And there it is. Ridge Holland has brought out the Lock safe.
What the heck is their plan?
Belly-to-belly suplex on the unforgiving stage.
Now what are they going to do?
Is Sami Zayn trying to tip the safe over on top of the Lock?
Those things weigh like 1,000 pounds. This is way worse than what the Lock did to Sami.
Our Intercontinental Champion's going to be seriously injured.
This is bad.
Especially with both of them pushing it now.
I don't think I can watch this.
Gabriel Slade is here.
Thankfully, he's going to put an end to this.
Yeah, Sami and Ridge want no part of him.
Oh, no idea if these two are friends. Maybe Slade just didn't want to see someone get squashed.
Well, Lock certainly looks frustrated with himself, or Gabriel Slade, or maybe all of the above.
He should just be happy he's walking out of here on his own 2 feet and not getting peeled off the stage.
So, these interviews for the doc will be quick and easy. It's just like we're having a conversation.
I've seen these before. I get it.
Okay, good. So, a lot to catch up on. You debuted on Raw, won the IC title, almost got squashed by a half-ton safe, but then were rescued by an unlikely ally in Gabriel Slade.
I appreciated the assist, but I wouldn't go as far as to say we're allies.
Okay, let's not get hung up on semantics. Nonetheless, Sami Zayn was not happy that Shawn Michaels gave you the choice of how you'll defend your Intercontinental Championship. Is there any merit to Sami's complaints?
I know I'm new here, but I also know that Sami Zayn will find a way to complain about anything.
That's true. I once heard him complain that the production crew's box dinners were bland and uninspired.
Really?
Oh, okay, that was me. But you get the idea. Anyway, what's your choice for the rematch against Sami? And give me some flavor, if you don't mind.
Both Sami and I have been knocked down the last few weeks, but now we're going to find out who's the last man standing.
Nice. Really felt the passion there.
Hey, champ. Been meaning to talk to you about a potential big opportunity. Is now a good time?
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
So far, you've been living up to the office's expectations, but now it's time for a big test. We want the Lock to headline a live event for the first time, defending the Intercontinental Championship.
A live event? I'm not sure that's a big test.
Let me finish. The live event's in one of our top markets, LA, where there's always a lot of competition for the WWE Universe's entertainment dollar. Takes a big-name talent to put butts and seats there. You know, like when I main evented WrestleMania 12.
Wasn't that in Anaheim? Technically not LA.
Nothing gets by you. Anyway, if you can sell out a major arena in LA, you can do it anywhere, even Anaheim. So what do you think?
I think I'm more than ready. Let's make it happen.
Great. We thought we'd let you choose who you want to main event against. Sami Zayn, Ridge Holland, Austin Theory. We can just promote your appearance without an opponent.
I'm confident I can sell out the event on my own. No need to announce an opponent. The WWE Universe will pay to see me beat anyone.
Bold decision. I guess we'll find out.
So, big live event coming up. Do you feel extra pressure knowing that same night The Rock will be in LA promoting the premiere of his new movie, Mudslide? I don't know why they didn't call it Rock Slide. It was right there.
That's news to me, and to be honest, that does raise the stakes a bit. The Rock's a huge deal, obviously. But I think there's room for both of us to succeed that night, or at least I hope so.
I should mention that it's not just a typical movie premiere. Rock's giving away 100 brand new pickup trucks, and anyone who attends is eligible to win. I heard fans were lining up weeks in advance.
Look, it's gonna be fine, okay? When the bell rings for my match, those seats will be full.
Got it. Oh, and just a heads up, I might be a little late to the show on account of the fact I need to cover a friend's shift waiting in line for a truck at Rock's premiere. But I'll try my best to catch your match too.
Got it. Thanks.
So, how'd it go out there?
The match went fine, but in case you didn't notice, the arena was only half full. So, not great.
What do you chalk that up to?
I thought I could sell out the show on my own, but maybe I got overconfident and bought into all this Lock hype. Or maybe it's just tough to compete with The Rock giving out free trucks. Who knows? You wanted to talk, right? What's up?
I've been thinking back on my own career lately, and I realized a lot of my success can be credited to the factions I was a part of, both off-screen and on. Just like you, I was strong-willed and independent. But in WWE, you often find yourself needing backup. The other members of the Clique and DX also push each other to be better.
What are you getting at?
Two prominent superstars have approached management with the idea of building a faction around you, and the brass thinks it's a good idea.
Is this because of the LA live event?
It's not about what happened in LA.
I promise, if I get the opportunity to headline again, I'll do everything in my power to make sure it's standing room only.
Sure, whatever. But this faction stuff has nothing to do with that. It's all about accelerating your rise to the top. And I think it says a lot that a couple of heavy hitters came to us wanting to build something around you. So I'll say it again. You just need to play ball here and trust the process.
Okay, but if I do this, I see it as a good opportunity to freshen up my look. So no more lock gear, okay?
If that's what it takes to get this done, then fine.
Okay, then I'm on board. So who approached you about this? What are my options?
The two superstars who want to recruit you are MVP and Randy Orton. Go talk to them, hear what they have to say, and decide what's best for your career.
Joining Hurt Business feels like a major milestone in my career. Holding the Intercontinental Championship has been huge, but this seems like it could be the start of something bigger.
You think this will be any different, though, than the previous Hurt Business that ultimately fell apart?
I know MVP can sometimes say one thing and do another. He talks a big game. So I'm going to keep my guard up. But I'm hoping he means everything he said. Would it be safer to just rely on myself? Yeah, but I'm trying to trust the process.
Any clue who else will be joining this new Hurt Business?
MVP said he's still looking for the ideal third member to complement my skills. I guess we'll find out who that is soon enough.
Well, someone is arriving in style. Any idea who this could be?
I'm not sure. As far as I know, all the VIPs are already here. We heard rumors that MVP was reforming the Hurt Business, and this must be it.
But who else is in the limo?
It's the Lock. What a crew MVP has assembled.
MVP might have done the legwork, but it looks like the Lock is calling the shots as the new CEO.
The Hurt Business is back and stronger than ever.
We got people talking, but now I want to put all of WWE on notice. Let them know the Hurt Business runs this show. And the best way to do that is by building up our assets, AKA acquiring more championships.
You think I'm ready to go after the WWE title?
I do, but let's build up to that. I've used my influence to get us a match for the Street Profits Raw Tag Team Championships.
So we just need to beat the Street Profits? Easy.
I like your confidence, but it's not just the Street Profits. It's a triple threat match with them and the team of Theory, and Damian Priest from Orton's new version of Evolution.
Apparently everyone's doing reboots these days.
Imitation is admiration. But enough about them. I've decided you two will represent the Hurt Business in the tag title match. That's why I recruited you in the first place, to win these types of high-stakes matches. And I know you'll deliver.
You want us to acquire more championships? Well, after this match, I'll be holding 2. We got this.
The Hurt Business looking to capture tag team gold.
Damian Priest says otherwise.
The CEO of the Hurt Business is doing everything in his power to counter.
Priest nails the crucifix powerbomb.
Evolution looks to walk out as champions.
Montez forward with the frog splash out of nowhere.
Everyone is laying it on the line.
Spear from Dawkins.
And after all that chaos, the Street Profits retain their Raw Tag Team Championships.
The 2 newest factions in WWE, Evolution and the Hurt Business, look to make their mark by capturing gold, but ultimately, the champions' experience teaming together prevailed.
Not the outcome the Hurt Business and Evolution were looking for, but I'm sure this is not the last we've seen from them by a long shot.
Clearly, that wasn't how we wanted that match to go, but now we need to focus on what's next. How are we going to regroup?
Here's the thing. I had a lot of time to reflect on the failures of the original Hurt Business. And one of my key takeaways is that I wasn't hands-on enough. So that's gonna change now.
What are you getting at? I thought I was the CEO.
You are, and that's exactly why I don't need you focusing on the tag championships. The Lock should be concerned with singles matches. That's more important for where you're headed. So me and Gabe will worry about going after the tag titles.
I had the match won and caught a bad break with Priest and Montez hitting me with big moves right after the other. And it's not like you're punishing Gabe here for losing.
This isn't a punishment. It's about getting our priorities in alignment with our future goals.
I get that, but I still want another chance. Let me prove to you that I can handle going after singles and tag championships.
Again, you've got nothing to prove.
Just hear me out. I'll beat the Street Profits next week all by myself. Who knows, could even earn us a tag title rematch.
Okay, let's see what happens.
So, what do you think? Can I handle going after singles and tag championships?
Man, you just confirmed everything I thought about you. The Lock is the real deal. But here's the thing. I'm sticking with the original plan. Gabe and I, we're gonna take the tag title rematch.
But I got us the rematch by beating the Street Profits. By myself.
And I appreciate that. I really do. You're out there like a boss, doing CEO things, and I love it. But let's stick to the plan. You're our singles guy, remember? And this way, we'll all have championships. It's a win-win.
Gabe, you've been quiet. Don't you think it should be me and you going after the tag titles?
I actually think MVP's right. It makes more sense for us to pursue the tag titles while you focus on your singles run.
Exactly. And for the Hurt Business to achieve greatness, we all need to be on the same page. Not that we aren't.
Yeah, no, you're right. Both of you. I need to get my priorities straight.
We're good here. And don't overthink any of this, because at the end of the day, it's just business.
Where's MVP and Slade?
They were just heading back towards your locker room.
Hey, what the hell was that all about? Where were you?
You told us to stay in the back, remember?
Yeah, I said stay in the back for the match, but then in case you missed it, Evolution attacked me after. I could have used some backup.
This is private business. Do you mind?
No, I want everyone to see this. What's your problem? Were you trying to send me some kind of message?
Actually, we were on our way out to help you, but I got overruled.
By who?
Me.
What?
I've heard people say I'm a follower, that I lack killer instinct, that it's held me back my entire WWE career. I'm done with all that. I made the call to stay in the back.
I trusted you. We were teammates even before any of this Hurt Business stuff.
Teammates? You've never cared about me or anyone else. Every decision you've made has been to benefit you and your career only. Getting me involved in that stupidity with the New Day was a wake-up call. And then your stubbornness against evolution only cemented who you are. It cost you your title, but that hurts all of us. So why should we go out of our way to help you? And maybe MVP was cool with you taking the lead, but I'm not. At least not as long as you continue to act like an entitled SOB.
This is ridiculous. Just like always, you're just saying all this because you know it's what MVP wants to hear.
No, I'm saying it because it's the truth.
He's not wrong. I tried to let you do things on your own, and you failed repeatedly. What's next? You gonna bring the Hurt Business down with you? I can't let that happen.
If we're being real, you lied to me from the start. You haven't delivered on any of your promises, especially not the one about making me WWE champion.
I think I can explain that one. It's looking more and more like Gabe is the future world champion in the Hurt Business, not you.
Let's face it, you're not the lock. You're the weak link.
I don't need you or the Hurt Business. I never did. I'm better off on my own. I quit.
Good.
Clear your stuff out. I don't want to see your face again.
So, since we last caught up, you got into a fight with New Day over a video game cover, lost your Intercontinental Championship, and then quit the Hurt Business. String of bad luck, or all part of the plan?
It was bad luck. I had Priest beat before the ref got in the way, and Evolution cheated to take my title. But honestly, it's for the better. I feel like a weight has been lifted from me, dead weight, in the form of MVP and Gabe. I never felt comfortable in the Hurt Business, but now that that's all behind me, I can focus on what's next.
Well, I certainly believe in you, but what's next?
I know I'll become WWE champion, but something has been off since I debuted, and it's been holding me back, way more than the Hurt Business ever did. So, what's next? I'm going to confront this issue head on, in front of the entire WWE universe.
Former Intercontinental Champion, The Lock, has requested this time to address the WWE Universe.
He certainly has a lot to address.
Let's be real. I haven't had the best run lately. Most notably, I lost a couple things. My Intercontinental Championship, and then my faction. But this wasn't how things were supposed to go, right? You all heard and saw the endless hype. I was brought in to WWE as the next big thing, a future world champion. And of course, The Lock. It worked for a while, but let's be honest, it felt forced from day one. I never was truly comfortable with what I was asked to do. And when it comes down to it, these recent setbacks were just a result of those early decisions that were out of my hands and way above my pay grade. What I'm saying is, I was set up to fail by WWE management, and especially VP of Talent Development, Shawn Michaels. Let me shoot with you. Shawn was behind all of this from the start, forcing one bad decision after another. So, HBK, I want you to come out here right now so we can talk. Man to man, face to face.
Strong words from The Lock.
Yeah, you better be careful here.
And Shawn Michaels apparently has chosen to come out and respond to these claims.
This is a situation that might be better handled off camera, behind closed doors, not in front of the entire WWE Universe.
He doesn't look too happy to be put on the spot like this.
I heard everything you said, and I'm willing to talk. But you know, this isn't the time or the place.
This is exactly the time and place. I want everyone to hear how you've mishandled my career since the day I got here.
Stop. Now.
No. I've played by your rules, but I'm not going to trust the process any longer. From now on, I do what I want to do. That's what got me here in the first place. My voice, my instinct, my talent. You and your corporate yes men have tried to stifle that every chance you got.
Okay. You really want to do this? We've heard your side of things. Here's mine, AKA the truth. All you've done is complain since day one, thinking you know everything. Like when you chose to drop your special lock entrance after one match, and then you dropped your custom attire right afterwards. You know how much time and money was invested in all of that, and you never gave any of it a fair shot. But there's no change in your mind because you're too stubborn to listen to people who actually know the ins and the outs of this business. The same people who tried to set you up for success, who wanted nothing but the best for you.
Hold on. The best for me? Give me one example of something you did to help me. Come on, name one thing.
Okay, let's get it all out there. When things weren't going as expected, I went to Randy Orton and MVP and convinced them to start factions to try to get you back on track. That's how much we believed in you, that we were willing to stick our necks out for you. But I guess that's all stifling and setting you up for failure, right?
You said they wanted me.
Yeah, because I knew feeding your ego would be the only way to get you to agree to do it. But even that didn't work, because you couldn't learn to cooperate and quit, throwing away an opportunity that everyone in the back would kill for. So I have one final thing to say to you. Don't you ever confuse potential with success. Because you might have all the potential in the world, but it doesn't mean anything if you can't get out of your own way. Stop complaining and blaming everyone else and do something for once.
You want me to do something? Is that what you want?
Words being exchanged here.
I'm talking to you. Show me some respect.
Shawn just took a very awkward fall there and hit the steel steps hard on his way down.
I don't think that was intended, but things just took a very bad and unexpected turn.
I think he was just trying to get Shawn's attention, and it backfired.
Officials, including Michael's good friend Triple H, have arrived to check on Shawn.
Probably best for him to just leave and let things cool down.
You're fired!
Did Shawn Michaels just say he's fired?
I think I heard that too.
Wow, I can't believe that just happened.
This has gotten way out of hand. We just hope Shawn's okay.
Wait, what in the world is this? Is that my old buddy, The Lock? Doing mocap for WWE 2K? It wasn't that long ago when you thought you should be on the cover of the game, and now you're here pretending to be a WWE superstar? Talk about a fall from grace. This is amazing.
What the hell are you doing here?
Maybe you can't afford to watch premium live events anymore, but I just won this Money in the Bank briefcase. So I requested that my briefcase motions be captured accurately by me and not left to the interpretation of uncoordinated losers like yourself.
The same uncoordinated loser who beat you repeatedly?
Funny. Oh, and look, I even have WWE here to document the whole thing. Remember when you used to have a camera following you around? The irony is off the charts.
Hey, hope you're doing okay. I always believed in you.
That's enough. You're here to film me, not speak to the extras. Okay, you can leave now. I need to shoot my part so I can fly to the next show. You know, the life of a busy, successful WWE superstar.
All non-essential talent, please clear the ring. Thank you. All right, let's settle into a T-pose. Mocap ready, positions. Action on your briefcase victory scene. Great, excellent. Now up to the corner, please.
You think you're better than me? Huh? Answer me!
Cut! Cut! That's enough! Where's security?
Come on! Let's do this! Let's go!
I should have sued you before, but now I am definitely going to.
Let me go!
This was assault, and it's all on camera.
Get off of me! You haven't seen the last of me!
Actually, I think we have. You're fired. Again. Bye.
Sorry, Sammy. Let's take a break, and we'll continue when you're ready.
No break. Let's just do this. Make sure you cut all that out, okay?
Should we wake him up?
Yeah, I think he's got enough beauty rest.
Oh, what the?
Morning, sunshine!
What's going on here?
Since you never returned any of my messages or calls, I had to come see you in person.
You flew all the way over from the UK?
I couldn't just sit back and watch you throw your life away. And since you're impossible to reach, I got in touch with this lovely lady. Am I allowed to say that?
I'll allow it.
Anyway, she's been following you around for the past 6 months and knew what was really going on with you more than anyone. We agreed you weren't in a good place and needed help.
This really isn't necessary. I'm fine. Seriously. I've just hit a bit of a rough patch. That's all.
A rough patch is when you lose your keys, causing you to miss a blind date, and your cat gets sick. Of course, you find out the reason your cat's sick is because they swallowed your keys, but that's a personal experience, so we're getting off track. Point is, you've thrown away everything you worked so hard for.
And then yesterday, you got fired from the mocap gig.
Yeah, and I had my flight booked way before that. You've been a mess for a while.
I didn't throw everything away. It was complicated. But if it gets you two to stop, I'll admit, I've had better days.
More like better months.
So you got knocked down a peg of 5. All that matters now is how you respond. And when you're done feeling sorry for yourself, there's a whole world of wrestling out there for you to build yourself back up, be everything I know you can be, and show WWE what they're missing.
You're right. I've let things spiral out of control. I'm ready to get back on track.
Great. And I'll be right there with you, every step of the way.
Really?
Got nothing better to do.
Okay. I'm confused, though. Why are you here, Kat?
I told you, I believed in you. And besides, I can't just start a project and leave it half finished, especially when it's going to have an awesome comeback story. And hey, even if you crash and burn, that'll be great too. For me and the doc, not necessarily for you.
All right. We're at an airport. Where to first?
The loo. This coffee ran straight through me. On my flight over here, I was thinking about how we met.
You couldn't stand me. Said I should quit wrestling and go back to where I came from.
Well, that wasn't very helpful, was it? I was actually thinking of what happened after that. You wrestled on some shows I was promoting, and you were impressive as hell. However, there was one thing you always turned down.
The bartender at the pub? You were constantly trying to set me up with her, but she was like 75.
No, not that. I meant how you always refused to do a British rules match. And by the way, Amelia passed away last year. God rest her soul.
Those matches are super restrictive. Way too many rules for my style. I like to do my own thing.
And how's that working out for you? There's a lesson to be learnt from working within a structure.
Okay, Shawn Michaels. Look, I see what you're getting at, but I don't think you can relate to what happened to me in WWE.
Really? When I was in WCW, they asked me to wear a stupid robe and wig and be the stereotypical blue-blood British guy, and I refused. You know who they asked next? Triple H. He turned out okay, didn't he? Sometimes you have to learn how to play within the system.
And trust the process, right?
Not what I was going to say, but sure. What I learnt is, you can wear the wig for a bit and then you can always take it off. But at least, it gave it a fair shot. So what you say, we head over to the UK and you finally compete in a British rules match. Prove to me you're ready to wear the wig.
Okay, fine, I'll give it a shot. At least I won't have to deal with any more awkward situations at the pub.
Great. And by the way, Amelia's younger sister's the bartender now. I think you'd love her. Doesn't look a day over 72.
Let's go get our flights before you say anything else that changes my mind.
Okay, Tavish isn't around. What'd you think of what he did to get you over here?
Not surprised at all. Tavish means well, but he'll lie his butt off if he thinks a situation calls for it.
Does the fact that this is a tournament change your approach?
Now that I'm here, I'm not going to take the easy way out. If I have to compete in 3 of these British rules matches to win the tournament, then that's what I'm going to do. It could really help kickstart my comeback.
This is awkward, but I wanted to seem cool. I honestly have no idea what a British rules style match is.
It's been around forever here in the UK. The matches are 2 out of 3 falls, and there's no leaving the ring or top rope moves allowed. Got all that?
Yeah. Definitely.
Bottom line, it's going to be very tough to win this tournament, especially since it's all taking place in one night. Nonetheless, I'm just happy to be out of the WWE bubble, and no matter how it goes, I look forward to getting out there and being myself. Chosen, what are you doing here?
The VIP lounge was closed. Broken pipe or something. I can't believe I have to wait down here with everyone.
Sorry to hear about your lounge issue, but I meant, what are you doing here at the airport?
Oh, I've been on the road promoting Pro Wrestling Japan's upcoming Apex tournament. It's going to be the biggest one ever. For the first time, it's going to include WWE superstars who previously competed in Japan. And me, of course.
Interesting. You know, I'm on a bit of a comeback tour myself, and I'm a former WWE superstar who previously competed in Japan. Are there any spots left in the tournament?
You're still wrestling? I thought you walked here at the airport now. I was going to see if you could get that pipe fixed for me. You look like a plumber.
No, I'm wrestling, and I'd love to get in the tournament if you can pull some strings.
There is one spot left. I can get you in a qualifying match, if you do something for me first.
This better not be about the broken pipe.
I need you to say Chosen is the greatest wrestler in the world. Even better than the so-called Lock. Do that, and you will have the last spot in the Apex tournament.
My desire to be in this tournament slightly outweighs my pride and dignity. I'll do it.
Great. Whenever you're ready.
Chosen is the greatest wrestler in the world. He is better than I ever was or ever will be.
Say something else, and act like you mean it.
Every wrestler on the planet should retire immediately because no one will ever compare to Chosen. We good now?
Almost. Explain what will happen if you face Chosen in the Apex tournament. You know, just for my own self-confidence.
Okay. If I'm unlucky enough to face Chosen, he will easily defeat me in mere seconds. Again, Chosen is the best. Okay, I'm done.
Great! My social account's been on fire lately. But this is going to put it over the top. My fans, the chosen ones, are going to love hearing you say all that.
What do you mean?
Oh, that wasn't just for my self-confidence. I recorded what you said on my phone so I could post it. The entire world needs to hear you say Chosen is the greatest.
You're actually the worst.
Sorry, I already stopped recording. Can't take back what you said. Good luck in the qualifying match. Don't blow it.
The Apex tournament is finally here. How are you feeling?
A bit jet-lagged from the flight. But I'm sure once the bell rings, the adrenaline will take over and I'll be fine.
Why is this tournament so important to you?
This is a high-profile event where a successful showing would go a long way to rebuild my image. And of course, I wouldn't mind beating a few current WWE superstars in the process.
Got it. So this is the part where you explain the format of the tournament.
You really need to start doing your research. The tournament's participants are split into 2 groups. Each group's wrestlers face off in round-robin singles matches. Wins are worth 2 points, draws 1, and losses 0. The winners of the 2 groups face each other at the Japan Dome to determine the tournament champion.
And that's a big deal?
Yes. I've competed there a handful of times earlier in my career, but only in opening matches. The final of the Apex tournament will be the main event at the Dome. So yeah, I'd say that's a big deal.
If I'm understanding the tournament format correctly, we're nearing the end of the round-robin portion, and after a draw against Ricochet, you're now 1 point behind Finn Balor, headed into your final group match, which happens to be against Balor.
That's right. So if I want to win the group to get to the finals and main event, the Japan Dome, I need to beat Finn. A loss or another draw, and I'm headed home empty-handed.
Well, hopefully you've at least picked up some cool souvenirs while you're here, so it wouldn't be completely empty-handed.
The only souvenir I care about is the Apex Tournament trophy. But to earn that, first I need to beat Finn, which will be no easy task. He's a top WWE superstar, so I'm sure he'll have some extra motivation to not be upstaged by me.
If you beat Finn, it's looking like Chosen is a lock. Sorry, it's looking like Chosen's going to win Group B, so you'd face him in the finals.
I'm not worried about Chosen. He's too concerned about his image and social media content to be a real threat. So if I get by Finn, the trophy's mine.
I have another big opportunity for you to generate some buzz in a different part of the world.
I'm gonna have to start paying you commission.
What are you thinking? 25%, 30%, or maybe 20% plus a cut of all future royalties?
I was kidding.
Right. Me too. Anyway, I can get you on a show in Mexico teaming up with Hector Flores. WWE's sending him to Lucha Magica for a special appearance, and the local promoters are looking for a hot commodity to team up with him.
Sounds interesting, but I think I'd rather focus on finding a different opportunity. Maybe a singles match so I can keep the momentum going on that front.
Yeah, definitely, but just so you know, I did already buy us all tickets to Mexico, assuming you'd say yes. So, we will have to get down there at some point. There's still time to get you on that show in Mexico teaming with Hector Flores.
I wouldn't mind a trip to some warmer weather. Get me on that show.
Get me on that show, please. Some simple manners were not every now and then. Sorry, this airport food never sits well.
Didn't know you were going to be here too.
Same. I had enough of you after the Apex tournament. Thought I could be look-free for a while.
Don't call me that.
Okay. Look.
Gentlemen, you're going to have to learn to get along better, since you'll be teaming together tonight.
What? I thought you said Hector Flores was my partner.
Hector is your partner, Both of yours. It's a trios match. You know, Lucha Libre tradition.
You gotta stop doing stuff like this, Tavish.
I knew you'd throw a tantrum and not want to do it, which is why I didn't tell you. So I'll stop doing this stuff when you learn how to get outside of your comfort zone.
Are you two done yet? I don't want to do this either, but I'm not over here crying about it with a weird old wrestler who follows me around everywhere I go.
Okay, I see your point about him. But it's too late to change the match. Just put your issues aside and work together. You don't have to be best mates or anything. Deal?
It will be good content for my socials, I guess. So, I'll do it.
Fine. But just this one match. That's it.
I'm sorry for getting you two involved in all this. That attack was my fault.
You didn't know that was going to happen. And now, this is our fight too. We need to get revenge.
But putting Chosen's mask on the line is taking things too far. I'm not a masked luchador, but I understand how important it is. Losing your mask can destroy your career. It could tear you apart both professionally and personally. So I've made the decision to call off the match.
If this is our only chance at revenge, then I'm willing to take the risk. We are doing that much.
What about your image? Your social media following? Your plan to be the best in the world? You could lose everything while we have nothing at stake.
It's what you would do, right?
I don't know.
Before you went to WWE, the answer would have been yes. I actually looked up to you back then.
You? Looked up to me?
Yes. You are so confident in everything you did. But then you failed in WWE. And not because management held you back. You held yourself back because you lost that belief that you could succeed in any situation. You made excuses and blamed everyone instead of just doing the work. But I'm not going to make the same mistake.
I see. That's a lot to digest there.
Are you sure about this, Chosen? What if we lose?
I can overcome any setback. That's actually another lesson he taught me. I mean, look at how terrible things got for him. Yet, here he is. I mean, he threw everything away. Like, it got really, really bad. He was a plumber at the airport.
Okay, I think we get the point, but how about we just don't lose?
That works for me.
All right. Let's do this.
You've had some time to think about what Chosen said. Were you surprised that he looked up to you at one point?
Yeah, I was. I just thought he didn't look up to anyone. But it meant a lot hearing that, and why he thought my WWE run didn't work out. I'm not sure if I agree with everything he said, but it was interesting to get that perspective.
This mask versus hair thing is a huge deal in Mexico. It's actually called a lucha de apuesta, which means match with wager.
Someone finally did their research. Like you said, it's a tradition that goes back a long way in Mexico, so I take it very seriously. I might have had my differences with Chosen, but he's putting so much on the line by agreeing to this. So, I'm going to do everything I can to not only get payback against Legado de Lotharios, but also protect his mask and legacy. We owe him that.
Have you heard what Noam Dar's been up to lately?
I've been a bit busy winning matches all over the world, so no. I haven't had time to keep up with Noam Dar or NXT UK at all.
Well, you're in luck, because I have been watching, and I'm really good at concise, informative recaps. Noam Dar is now both the NXT UK champion and holder of the Heritage Cup, which, reminder, is defended under British rules. Recently, he issued an open challenge for anyone to face him for both of his championships.
Not bad on the recap, but could have gotten to the point quicker. That open challenge is intriguing.
If you're interested, I can put some feelers out with NXT UK.
I am interested in answering the open challenge, but don't bother reaching out to NXT UK. I have a different plan. WWE likely won't play ball with me after how things ended. So what if I showed up unannounced?
Are we doing an invasion?
Yes. Yes, we are.
Okay. What happens if you win?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'll play it by ear.
NXT UK and Heritage Cup champion Noam Dar has laid down his open challenge yet again and is waiting for anyone in the locker room to step up and answer it.
So far, no one has been able to defeat the dual champion.
Hold on. We have an unexpected trespasser here.
Do your job, security.
We're not focusing on what's going on to not give any publicity to someone who's unauthorized to be here.
It looks like Noam Dar wants to let him stay.
Then I guess we can say his name. The man formerly known as The Lock is trying to stage some kind of publicity stunt by showing up here at NXT UK.
I may no longer be a WWE superstar, but that doesn't stop me from answering open challenges. So I'm ready to do this if you are.
Noam Dar has informed me that he will accept the challenge as long as the match is contested under British rules.
As far as we know, The Lock has never competed in a British rules match, while Dar specializes in this style as Heritage Cup champion.
I'll do it. Let's go.
Brilliant move by the champ. A guaranteed way to send this unwanted visitor home, beaten and embarrassed.
We're going to have a former WWE superstar competing for 2 NXT UK championships. This is insane.
Please, for the love of God, Noam Dar, just win this match. A non-contracted, disgruntled former employee just walked in here and captured not 1, but 2 NXT UK championships. This is a dark day in WWE.
It is, but more importantly, how do we move forward? Is the former Lock back in WWE now? This is pure, absolute chaos of the worst kind.
I don't know what's going to happen either, but maybe the new champion can shed some light on his next move.
If you haven't been keeping up with my career since I left WWE, I've been busy rediscovering what made me the next big thing and The Lock in arenas all around the world. But one thing's been missing. I haven't had any hardware to show off. That changes now. Wrestling fans everywhere, this NXT UK Championship and that Heritage Cup are coming to an arena near you.
Are you kidding me? Is he stealing the NXT UK Championship and Heritage Cup?
It certainly looks that way. Again, where are the police or the bobbies or whatever the hell you want to call them here?
Now you can add assaulting security and a referee to the rap sheet.
Somehow, a dark day in WWE just got even darker.
I might as well cancel the rest of the show. Just shut it all down after that.
Yeah, he's hard singing wrestling, but honestly, how long can this go on? Is there a plan here? Or is he just avoiding a real challenge of returning to the place he failed?
All valid points. Have you talked to him about this?
I tried, but he didn't want to hear it. Plus, there's possible legal action from WWE. This could get ugly. I might have to do what I do best and gently guide him to make the right decision.
I don't know if I've ever seen you do that.
Come on, we're going to miss our flight to Mexico. And since when do you do interviews? What are you even saying, anyway?
Time to go.
We've got a bit of a problem. The NXT UK Championship and Heritage Cup have gone missing. I swear I had them through customs when we got back. Do you think the airline somehow lost them? Or maybe they were stolen? Oh, this is bad.
Okay, just calm down.
How can I calm down when the two things that have helped make me the hottest thing in wrestling are missing?
Let's get this straight. You made yourself the hottest thing in wrestling. It's not about their hardware. And they're not missing. I made a deal with WWE.
What do you mean you made a deal?
You've had your fun, joyriding around the world, but now it's time to face the challenges head on. And that means returning to WWE. So, I handed over to the NXT UK title and Heritage Cup in exchange for you getting your job back.
I'm not sure I agree with how you handled this, but I get why you did it. You're right. Maybe it is time to go back.
I am right. And are you honestly surprised I did this? It's kind of my thing.
No. Should have seen it coming a mile away.
What can I say? I went with my gut. I wasn't gonna sit back and let you make the same mistakes I made in my career. So you're going back to WWE to become the megastar you were destined to be.
All right. I guess we're headed to Raw.
Certainly been a wild ride lately.
I didn't expect it to happen like this, but I think deep down I knew someday I'd have to go back to WWE if I truly wanted to prove myself. Tavish was right. It's time to take this challenge head on and make up for how things ended. This time will be different now that the handcuffs are off and I can be myself. And there's only one goal in mind. Get to the top and become WWE champion.
Now that you can be yourself, are you going to show up in WWE with your current look, debut something new, or return to being the Lock?
This really is a whole new chapter for me. So I think it's the perfect time to debut a new look.
You mentioned how your goal is to win the WWE Championship. That's interesting because since you've been gone, your old faction mate Slade has broken through and become WWE Champion.
Yeah, Slade, or as I knew him, Gabe. Look, I don't care who's champion. It could be an old friend, it could be an enemy, or someone I've never even met before. It doesn't matter. Whoever it is, I'm taking their title.
You think everything will be okay with WWE management after you basically hijacked their titles?
I don't know. I guess we're about to find out. Here we go.
Just like riding a bike.
Only there's a horde of angry men trying to violently knock you off.
You got this.
It's been a while. Meet your new and improved replacement. We'll be seeing you around.
That was awkward.
At least you haven't run into Shawn Michaels yet.
If I had to guess, he's saving that for later tonight.
Who knows what we're about to hear from this man, but either way, it should be interesting.
I just can't believe he's back.
Did you ever think you'd see this again? I didn't. See, the last time I was in a WWE ring, I was fired. Everything I had worked for was gone in an instant. I was lost. Without that fight to be the future world champion, the Lock, we'll get to that in a second. I didn't know where to turn next. But then I realized that even though I was knocked down, I wasn't knocked out. There was an entire world of wrestling outside of WWE. New challenges, new stages, new fights. So I set out to conquer that wrestling world, and I did. leaving WWE no choice but to bring back the man who had been cast aside as a mistake, never to be seen again. But the man you see here tonight is not the same man who was fired. That man was The Lock. And I'm here to tell you, The Lock is officially dead. From now on, you're gonna get the real thing. The man who went out and fulfilled his potential all around the world. Unfiltered, uncuffed, and unleashed. And now, nothing stands in my way from doing what I already did across the globe. Conquering this last territory by winning the WWE Championship. But now that I'm back, what's really...
Here we go. These two have some serious history.
We heard Shawn Michaels had a major announcement regarding this man's future, and this could be it.
Beautiful speech. Almost even had me believe in you for a second. Not to rain on your comeback parade, but let me hit you with at least a drizzle of truth. You might have managed to win a few matches while you were gone and pulled off some cheap publicity stunts like invading NXT UK and taking their titles for a joyride. But let's get one thing straight. You don't belong here. We tried everything in our power to help you succeed, and it flat out didn't work. So despite everything you just said, I'm not inclined to try again.
Well, I'm back. So you don't have a choice, do you?
Yeah, about that. You might have maneuvered your way back to WWE, but that doesn't mean I can't make your life a living hell now that you're here.
So what? You're gonna force me to be The Lock again?
Nope. But there has been a slight revision to your new contract. A little detail you might want to consider. And that is, if you don't become WWE Champion within 58 days from today, which just so happens to coincide with SummerSlam, you will be gone from WWE permanently. Forever. Or as you said, knocked out. So yeah, good luck with this whole comeback thing.
Wow, that's shocking news.
You might not want to walk away when I'm talking to you. Didn't work out so well for you last time, did it?
Do I need to repeat myself? 58 days.
Why wait? Give me a championship match against my old buddy Slade, and we'll get this over with tonight.
No chance. 58 days.
It's WWE Champion Slade.
Slade looks determined as he heads toward the ring.
Yeah, determined to prove that a hell of a lot has changed since the former Lock left WWE. Slade may have taken a backseat in the past, but now he's the man on Raw.
That's all fine, but as boss Shawn Michaels just said, there wouldn't be a title match tonight, so I'm not sure what Slade is doing out here.
If you haven't noticed, things have changed around here since you've been gone. In fact, if anyone's the Lock now, it's me. Since unlike you, I actually became WWE Champion.
Convenient how that happened when I was gone.
Are you saying I'm only champion because you weren't here? Okay. Let's get this straight. I'm not threatened by you. So if you want to take your shot at my title and try to save your job here in WWE, then I actually agree with you for once. Let's do this right now!
Wow, this is actually going to happen?
understand that I got this. Trust me.
Michaels doesn't look too thrilled.
Okay, fine. You got what you wanted. The match is on.
We're going to have an impromptu WWE Championship match between two former faction mates right here, right now.
I don't get this. The championship deadline was set at 58 days. You don't give the man a title match on night one.
I agree, Corey. There has to be more to this plan. Nonetheless, here we go. We have a new champion here.
What the heck? Shawn Michaels just pulled the referee out of the ring.
What kind of behavior is that by our VP of Talent Development?
Shawn wasn't going to let the title change hands like this. Not with the championship deadline in play.
MVP and Braun Breaker from behind. The Hurt Business is taking advantage of the interference from Shawn Michaels.
Was this all part of the Hurt Business and Michaels' plan in accepting the match?
And Breaker nails the military press power slam.
Now Slade's going to try to steal this.
And of course, Shawn Michaels is now helping the referee back in the ring.
Slade got him. The champion retains.
The challenger never really had a chance against the combination of the Hurt Business and Shawn Michaels. I don't see how he can win the championship in the next 58 days with the deck stacked against him like this.
My show. You don't belong here. I do.
This is just getting worse now. Is this really necessary?
It's former WCW superstar Tavish. He's been a mentor to The Rock and played a key role in his resurgence.
And now he's playing a key role in his beatdown. This is too much for an aging veteran to overcome.
And Braun locks in the recliner. Breaker's going to force him to watch as his mentor is taken out by the Hurt Business.
No. He's going to do it.
Slade Runner onto the steel chair.
This is not how he expected his big return to go here tonight.
Welcome back to WWE, Locke. You've got a long, daunting road ahead of you.
I agree, but I don't know about the long part. He's got less than 60 days to take Slade's championship, or he's gone from WWE forever. This is not looking good.
Certainly long odds to overcome.
Rough first night back. How you doing?
I've been better. Wasn't planning on fighting the WWE champion and his entire faction. Thought maybe we'd...
Yeah, same. Well, thanks for trying to help.
I had no idea Shawn was going to pull that stunt with your contract. What'd he say? 58 days to win the title or you're gone?
Yep. SummerSlam or bust.
Well, I doubt you're going to get another opportunity tonight, so really, it's 57 days. How many actual events is that? 57 days is like 8 weeks, with one Raw a week, plus a premium live event, so you might have, what, like 9 chances left? Then again, it's not like you're going to get a title match every show. They actually might do everything in their power to never give you another title match at all.
Is any of that supposed to make me feel better? I know it's going to be tough, but I've already overcome so much just to get back here. I'll figure out a way to beat this too.
I believe in you. I really do. But this feels different.
You think I can't do it?
No, I think you're outnumbered. You can't just brute force this on your own like you always do. You're gonna need help to pull it off.
I got you, don't I?
As you saw tonight, that's pretty much the same as being on your own. You need to lean on someone other than me. You did it in Mexico, now's the time to take it to the next level. They have numbers. So even up the sides.
So you want me to join a faction? That didn't work out too well the last time.
I wasn't saying you should join a faction. I was saying you should start your own and lead one. You're ready.
I guess I don't really have another option, do I?
Not unless you want to keep getting beaten up 3-on-1 for the next 57 nights and then be gone from here for good.
Well, then I better start looking. Clock's ticking.
Unique scenario, the Apex Tournament trophy has been successfully defended against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke thought he would have won this trophy if WWE and Pro Wrestling Japan had included him in the tournament, but he might not be feeling that way anymore.
Well, at the very least, maybe this will give Nakamura some closure, and he can move on with his career. Dolph Ziggler's looking to make an impact tonight on Raw as he goes one-on-one with the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
From behind. Dolph might not make it to his match tonight.
What the hell is this all about?
The Hurt Business has arrived in style to Monday Night Raw.
Whoa!
The Hurt Business is getting ambushed.
They were not expecting this.
MVP into the side of the limo.
There's broken glass everywhere.
We've heard rumors that a new faction was forming to take on the Hurt Business, and this must be it.
And Braun Breaker's tossed headfirst into the limo.
This is pure chaos.
Not so fun now that I've evened up the sides, is it? I'm coming for this title, and there's nothing you can do to stop me.
Now what?
I think they're gonna flip over the limo. This is insane.
Talking about making an impact, the Hurt Business, Shawn Michaels, and all of WWE, for that matter, has been put on notice.
I can't believe this group that's been assembled.
This next month is going to be very interesting.
Wait a second. What's Evolution doing out here?
They're attacking the Hurt Business's opponents? But why?
This is turning into a 5-on-3 beatdown. Running power slam into the ring post. You have got to be kidding me.
It appears Evolution has officially joined forces with the Hurt Business. Unbelievable.
Don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Or, in this case, two of the most powerful factions in WWE. I mean, just when you thought you had evened up the sides, we were 2 steps ahead. So, good luck winning the championship, saving your career now.
And the WWE Champion nails the Slade Runner.
The Hurt Business started this night on their heels, but now we end the night looking at a brand new super group led by Shawn Michaels, more powerful than anything we've ever seen before.
You have to feel for the former Lock, who looked to have captured momentum in his quest to win gold and remain in WWE, but now he has suffered a major setback.
Let's be real, guys. This is more than a setback. It's a career-ending roadblock.
We've seen him overcome long odds before, but I agree. This does not look good.
A tough night out there. We'll catch up back at the bus. What do you want?
Just came to check on you and let you know that it's over. You lost.
It's not over yet. I still have time.
Maybe. But how do you think you're going to get another WWE Championship match? I hold all the cards.
I have a proposal. Next week, I'll take on someone from your new supergroup. If I win, I get a title match at SummerSlam with a chance to beat the deadline.
And if you lose?
Then we can forget about the deadline. I'll leave WWE immediately.
So, basically, if things go our way, and they will, I can get rid of you sooner than I planned? I like the sound of that. You have yourself a deal.
So who am I going to face next week?
Let's keep that a surprise. But I will give you a heads up on one thing. The match is going to be no disqualification. So good luck stopping us.
Chair to the gut, softening him up.
Braun's opponent is taking advantage of this no disqualification match.
Shawn Michaels is here to also take advantage of the lack of rules.
Michaels is calling in the cavalry.
This is going to be a repeat of last week. How can anyone stop this super group?
But where are they?
That's one way to stop them. Have your faction take them out before they can get to you.
Smart move by their leader, but can he capitalize and win this match?
Randy Orton's here, and he has no idea.
Low blow from Orton.
The Vipers lining up an RKO.
And just a reminder, this is all perfectly legal.
Wait, what? Where did he come from?
That's international star Chosen. It looks like the former Lock had an ace up his sleeve.
But Braun Breaker is recovered, and he's got a kendo stick.
But he reverses.
Now he's battering Braun Breaker repeatedly with that kendo stick.
Wait, is he setting up Braun Breaker for his own move?
And he locks it in with the kendo stick.
Can Braun Breaker hold on?
He can't. Braun tapped. It's over.
And more importantly, he lives to fight another day and will take on Slade for the WWE Championship at SummerSlam.
Somehow he found a way to pull this out, and now he has an opportunity to strike before the championship or bust deadline expires.
We'll see about that. But Shawn Michaels and company can't be pleased with how this turned out. They thought they were putting this all to an end, and instead, the fate of this man and the WWE Championship will be decided at SummerSlam.
Out there, but bloody hell, you didn't think to tell me about Chosen?
I thought about it, but then I also thought it'd be more fun to pull a Tavish on you.
Not the same. You don't know how to do a Tavish.
Either way, I couldn't risk it getting out. We needed any advantage we could get against them.
Well, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I have a message from WWE management.
What does Shawn Michaels have to say for himself now?
No, not Shawn. This came directly from the top. All this faction warfare has been big for ratings, so they want to see it continue. There will be a faction versus faction match to determine who gets to pick your stipulation at SummerSlam. Our side against Shawn's. War games.
We've already been in a battle. I guess now, it's time to go to war.
Did you see I'm the #1 trending topic? What a WWE debut for Chosen.
Yeah, that's great. But more importantly, you helped me live to fight another day. So thank you.
Well, I've been watching you get beaten up so much, and you seem so desperate when you reached out asking for help that it was kind of a no-brainer to come save you.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, I guess. Anyway, I don't know if you heard what Tavish said.
I was standing 5 feet from him. Of course I had. Your two of us is kind of small, actually.
Noted. Point is, I need one more team member for the War Games match. You interested in sticking around?
Of course. Have to keep the buzz going on social media. And to help you too.
All right. Let's do this.
It's down to this. Win the title at SummerSlam, and you're golden. Set for life, probably. Lose? Well, you're finished. Done. Ruined. Gone forever.
What happened to the Tavish who once told me there was an entire world of wrestling outside of WWE?
I'm trying a different approach. Is it working?
Not really.
All right. Have you decided what type of match you're going to pick? Because I was thinking, you should choose the safe match.
As in, like, the safe choice? I'm not sure what that would even be.
No. I mean a new match type I came up with called a safe match. You win by locking your opponent in the safe that you had in your WWE debut. Everything comes full circle. It's called long-term storytelling, mate. Do you love it?
I'm not sure.
Well, if you can't make up your mind about the match type, we at least need to know who's going to be in your corner. The faction started a pool on who you're going to pick. Go with Chosen, and drinks are on me.
I'm going with Chosen, and not for the free drinks. I've had all the momentum since he came in, and I want to keep that going at SummerSlam.
I'll be out there with you in spirit. And speaking of spirits, I'm going to collect my pool money and hit the pub. I'll save you a seat.
It's been a bit, but here we are, wrapping things up with SummerSlam approaching.
You mean you're not going to follow me around the rest of my career?
Everything has to come to an end. I mean, I know viewers think they want a super long story that goes on and on forever, but really, isn't something shorter with an actual ending better? It's like you have this cool experience, and then you can go watch something from the women's division, right? Anyway, we're getting off track. SummerSlam's in LA, of all places. Ugh.
I know. It's a chance at redemption on so many levels. I'm back in the main event, but instead of a bunch of empty seats this time, we're the biggest thing in town and it's sold out. It feels good.
What about the match stipulation, though? I might be reading into this too much, but are you putting off making a decision because it means the match is officially here, and if you lose, you'll be faced with leaving WWE?
Not at all. Despite my recent success, I'm going to need to do everything I can to win. So I've been keeping the match stipulation to myself as a strategic advantage.
Makes sense. But what are you going to choose? You're going to have to announce it sooner than later.
If you need an answer, it's going to be an Extreme Rules match. I don't want any restrictions stopping me from doing whatever I need to do to beat Slade, win the championship, and hang on to my job.
Solid choice. And if this is it, well, it's been fun. And weird. Mostly fun, though. Hope to see you around. Around here, I mean.
Yeah. You too, Kat.
So final thoughts heading into SummerSlam. Will you walk away champion and end your former friend's WWE career? Or will he somehow overcome the odds and beat the deadline?
Are those the type of questions you typically ask? If so, I'm glad I haven't wasted my time doing more of these. But if you need an answer, the Lock is going to be looking for a job after SummerSlam. And let's get one thing straight. We were never friends. But I will take this opportunity to thank him. See, if he hadn't been such a failure and blown every opportunity that was handed to him, I might not be where I am today. So thanks for that.
Confident, despite the fact that you didn't get to even choose the match stipulation.
I don't care what kind of match it is. It could be a blindfold match, a lumberjack match, or a freaking padlock on a pole match for all I care. They all end the same. I win.
Hey, we're on a tight schedule, so we need to make a call one way or another.
Understood.
No idea why Shawn Michaels' supergroup is assembled here, but I guess we're about to find out.
Slade, I know this might be a bit uncomfortable, but it's time to do what we discussed. Bear with us. We have some business to take care of.
What is going on here?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I know we talked this over, but now that we're out here, it doesn't feel right.
Slade, we've been over this already. Just do the right thing.
I can win the match at SummerSlam. Just give me the chance.
It's been decided. We're going with Randy instead. So let's take care of this before it gets any more awkward.
I know I can get the job done.
I really didn't want to do this in front of the entire world. But if you need me to explain why you can't get the job done, then I will. For starters, the night The Lock returned to WWE, you overruled me by facing it. And then I had to intervene to save your championship. Or how about the time you got beat down backstage, which allowed this SummerSlam match to even happen in the first place? Or more recently, when our factions battled in war games, you lost, allowing the opposition to choose the championship match stipulation. So, if you're not picking up on it, there's a common theme with you lately: losing. But we're not about to lose the most important match in WWE history. But you know who's all about winning and is a proven commodity? The Viper, Randy Orton. So Slade, do what you've done your entire career. Be a team player and fall in line.
I was not expecting to see this tonight.
Me neither. This is flat out wrong.
It's either that, or we'll make the decision for you.
Don't do it, Slade. Come on.
You're better than this. No, he's going to do it. This is absolutely disgusting. What a farce.
And here comes the referee to count the pinfall. What a joke.
And Randy Orton is your new WWE champion. Unbelievable.
I never thought we'd see a WWE championship change hands like this, but here we are.
You did the right thing. I'm proud of you.
Look, I'm in shock too, but let's not forget the main event of SummerSlam has just been drastically altered. The challenger had game planned to face Slade, but will now be up against a much different opponent in Randy Orton.
I agree, Corey. Beating the deadline was going to be difficult, but it just got significantly harder, in my opinion.
Point.
Orton ducks the strike.
And he counters with the headlock backbreaker.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Orton's clearly in control now.
It looks like he's trying for a top rope hung DDT.
His opponent's doing everything he can to counter.
And here comes Shawn Michaels with the assist.
But Shawn gets taken out.
And now the challenger has an opening.
Orton charges.
Drop toe hold into the corner.
Meanwhile, all hell is broken loose at ringside.
It looks like they'll no longer be a factor in this match.
This is now truly one-on-one.
Or is it? Slade is here. What happened to the gentleman's agreement?
It's out the window, clearly.
The challenger's in big trouble here.
KO of Randy Orton. What the hell?
Did that just happen?
Apparently Slade hasn't gotten over being replaced.
And that could be enough to end this.
Orton kicks out.
I thought that was it.
So did the challenger, but it's going to take a lot more than that to put away the Viper.
He did it. Not only is he the new WWE champion, but he beat the deadline and is officially here to stay.
Not to interrupt the victory celebration, but Shawn Michaels is back. Maybe to do that exact thing.
It's over. You lost. Just give the man his due for once.
That looks to be a small sign of respect from Michaels to the new champ.
Maybe they can finally put all this behind them and move on.
Much of the criticism he faced earlier in his career centered around his inability to work with others. So it was fitting that tonight it came down to just him and Orton in the ring, one-on-one. No one else to rely on but himself.
What the heck? That's Sami Zayn!
The new champion was just blindsided with the Money in the Bank briefcase.
Is Sami cashing in?
He is! It's official!
We have a second impromptu WWE Championship match at SummerSlam.
I can't believe this is happening.
He beat the deadline, but he might not walk out of here champion.
Irish whip, but Sami reverses.
The newly minted champion hit hard.
But Sami Zayn looks to capitalize. He's setting up for the haluva kick.
This could be it.
He moved. He dodged the haluva kick.
With the roll-up. That will do it. He successfully defended his WWE Championship after Sami Zayn's shocking cash-in.
Sami Zayn can't believe it. He thought he picked the perfect moment to cash in.
And there goes Sami. Thanks for coming out.
And now the Champions faction has come out to congratulate their leader.
We talked about how the champion wanted to do everything himself when he first got to WWE, but he wouldn't be experiencing any of this if he hadn't learned to be part of a team and eventually lead one.
Some of these men may now be looking for an opportunity to face the new champion, but for tonight at least, it's time to soak this all in and enjoy the moment.
And there you see Slade, who had his share of ups and downs with the new champion after being dropped from the title match tonight, but still making his presence known. He may also be looking for redemption, but for now, it seems as if he's willing to give his former ally the respect he deserves.
Good, because I don't think we or our champion can withstand another impromptu match. Let the man celebrate. He's earned it.
He certainly has, Corey. Thank you once again for joining us at SummerSlam. Good night, everybody.
Was he stubborn? Definitely. Like right up there with the best of them, including yours truly. And things definitely didn't go as planned. I mean, I haven't been in management for too long, but even I know it's not the intention to fire a top prospect and then go to war with them after they force their way back into WWE. But at the end of the day, we trusted the process and the results speak for themselves. He lived up to his potential, didn't he? We said he was a future champion, and now he is. We weren't wrong. Did he color outside the lines a bit on his way there? Yes. But that's what the best artists do, and I respect that. I really do.
Sorry, but I wasn't actually recording yet. Do you mind saying all of that again?